traffic tata. Nas daw kami na open nga traffic, dumanon mo kanya pa. Kaya I tried nga route ID shortcut kumalit isang Scholastica. Close mo manan, subihan manan. Pila ti traffic ni adto tina-overheat kita nga itong nagpa-traffic tayo. Then later on, kita nga ito, basta familiar na bigyan, ano dyan ibig, ano hindi mo kalap sa TV zone na lang po dito. Kaya nadadaglugan na nga ito. So, hoping ako na mabalik nga, taray na mayawin tayo ni Brother Mel Maranda. No, mabalik nga agkurigi primo na ornohaan, iba pa na lang dito kita na mawilding diya, naglumod diya, natukol diya alternator na. Yan iti tornilyo na. So, kita na kasama. Well, anyway, iti come 7, kaya iti kakapsat tayo iti standing hands. It's the second time na mamit ko na kayo? Second time?
Metro Baguio.
Ay, Metro Baguio. Tatak lang na makita na kayo, and there was a time na nag-spear the church anniversary. That was a very long time. And as lang makikita tayo, basit tayo tayo, in the situation the young people tayo tayo, being working, even the young people dito, we are in a process of the adjustment because many of the young people are already working. So ano makikita, awan ng lagi, may salang yung labi na kabakatan dyan. Makong-comfort din man, diba? Kalwa na kasi question tata, lagi na age mate, yung lagi na half of the young people that they are really working for their families. So, tata alas 4, din appointment still work na, so ada din kasi nga sitwasyon. We need to raise up new young people again, baru mga grupo and baru mga generation of young people nga mag-take place na. So, ada kami di chimpo matalas kayo. And iti Mother Church, salamat ka na kayo, Jared. Kita pa tayo ni Brother Jared, ako makita. Dinestak mo yung isang wanan na, nakita mo. Well, anyway, there was a time after I was repairing the Lugan, na-caught the attention ko iti may isang klaseng bayabas, which ano nyo makita rin iti mga klaseng bayabas, actually Spanish guava. When we were young, halos isuti kay kaya pinalamaan ni Bantay. Manuti kasi nga bayabas tata, in Spanish guava. In my desire, and in my ragagsak ko na apanak mga natitip ko na yan ako palinisis ko. Kinalakalaya ko, inalagdagi na din ako. When I went home, I told my wife and my children, may kayo ito. Ada ititag ko, ada ipakita ka na kayo. Dahil iti bayabas na kay kahit hindi ko ulihan. Ano dito nga bayabas? Ay kita, wow, nagmayat mo kita ng bayabas. And would you like to taste it? So pala pagyan ako, man, sige man. Ano nga pala-palas ko yung history na hindi nga bayabas. And when we try to slice it, apag lalatutik gusto niya unang. And in my shame, para mo tibaba ito, nagmetmot na din bayabas, maligos na. In my shame, kinibakat ka nag-yubing kansya-kansya ko nagaluting baga, ada mo lang igos na dahil tayo nga lang. Amin, islice up mo na di maysa, ada mo na igos na. Islice up mo na di maysa, ada mo na igos na. And in my shame, inbulong ko lang namin. Well, this afternoon, iti patutuntungan tayo because it's all about a rotting generation of Christianity. Deta ti ulo iti alam pagkat. And it is my prayer it will challenge you, it will remind you of your commitment iti ako. We are in a generation where it seems Christianity it has turned to a situation where it is rotting or it is decaying. There was a generation where I'm sure God was highly honored, where people and many of the families and the children stood up for their faith. And I'm talking about the time in the generation where the Inquisition was being implemented. Inquisition, anybody who would oppose the party before, who would oppose the Roman Catholic teachings, they were being captured, and after being captured, they're being tortured, and to the point of being brutally killed. I will never forget a family where They took the family because they object and they oppose na hanang mamati nga ni Pope at iso ni Cristo Jesus dito ka. So what they did to the family, naalala niyo may isang kwarto na isoldado ni Diana, and they tried to separate the family and the father and the mother and the children. So there was a time na binisida na pinapakalisuda for 8 weeks. Na talagang binisida. And later on, they brought them, the mother and the children, they brought them together. Don't you worry, makita na ni pamilya, we'll make sure that you will have a reunion for a little while. And Lord, ito yung naman sa namin sa company. And they went to the room just like this, and there was a very low table dyan, isang wanan, and they said, oh, alam nyo lagi kami dita. But hindi pa na lagi soldado, karga na lagi makan kami. And later on, apo tinagdagsak ng bisbisin na di apo tinagdagsak na di mga tayo, pakan nagtatay mat. Oh, sige, kanan nga ang nakakayat yun. And they tried to eat all in their hunger. Bisbisin na tumanuwa daw, nag-ubing, and nagiti misis na. Kinanda din presentarizan mo and after they eat, nagiti kaya na makan, and the wife and the children asked, Sir, salamat, but we would like to know kung nangipanan yung Daddy. Kakatawa na ni soldado outside and inside, they were laughing there, and later on, pagpakasi na giubi, nagsangit damot ng kakatawa na, ay, anak ni Daddy ngayon, babalik ka rin kumamuha rin, ay, Daddy. And the soldier said, naiwas na karne ngayon sa rumi niya. Well, salamat ng kahit na mamuhan kahit nang ipanan niyo kay Daddy. And the soldier said, di man, kinamit yung karne niya. That was a time, it was a hard situation and generation for Christians, where already Christians but malitson. Many of the Christians, even the young people and the young children, are being slowly tortured. Kutudan cacapan, kutudan kukuda. Tidak duma sartakan na ito buti iwat na isaksak na ingana ni Tichanda dan bukan na tinanong ng gasolina. But in a generation, many of them stood up for the Lord. I'm very sure that generation, God was highly pleased when He saw that these people and these young children stood up for Him. Even the young children before that, kuna na di man kaslahan na kaya masangon di dyan, but later on God gave them the strength to face that inquisition, that painful experiences in their lives. Well, another generation has come. In our generation, hanin nga makita nila. You could see how the Lord has blessed us. The Lord has given us the blessing concerning the government tayo, a democratic government, which they would allow the freedom of religion. There's no problem for us to be threatened. We are in a generation where Christianity, we are free to do what we like. We have the freedom to access the Christian internets, the websites. We are free to worship every time, but I think there is a great problem in the Christianity, in the spirituality of Christians today. And that is, there is a roughening inside, in the heart and in the minds of many Christians today. And I am so afraid that even the young people that nakapisudatika doon nga nakitaran, taking up nila. We could see a lot of young people probably being there, but later on, handa na mumay. Probably, ada naman siguro on the other way around, ada na yung church, but honestly, isang wana na iyapo kat they are far away from the Lord. May I tell you this, nga, itiminsa iyapo para kayo nga kahit ilan sa iti panunod Christus. And how I pray that may you guard yourself from every spirit, from the scene of spiritual rattling in our generation. May the Lord find you faithful in our generation. And so for this reason, I would like to invite you to the text tayo na lamagan, and it is found in the 1 Timothy chapter 4. 1 Timothy chapter 4. 1 Timothy chapter 4. Here is a text that will remind us, it will tell us concerning this issue, the issue concerning a rattling generation of Christianity. And the question na sumbatan na natin chapter 4 is this, the question what causes this spiritual rattling or decay? Ano tirasun natin nga nalagitikas sa tanong naman? What causes these things in our churches and in our lives? Anya ti rasun aking nga natatagit yung sitwasyon. And in 1 Timothy chapter 4, it will tell us, I would like to give you 6 probably things that will help you examine yourself whether you are infected with this spiritual rattling. How I pray, ma-examine tayo, evaluate tayo, ipagbagi tayo, gusto tayo tayo tisangwanan iti ako. Or itisangwanan iti ako kat just like the guava that I said, na nagpintas tayo iti word, but inwardly, we are actually rattling. Kaya ti konsinsayo nga nagpipresenta iti bagyo, na presenta ko na pas na itisangwanan iti Diyos. I don't know if your conscience could take it, you are serving the Lord, but honestly, you know within your life, you are actually spiritually rattling inside. And may these guides, kat manggay ka na kayo, makita tayo kibagbagi kayo sa mga naniti ako. I would like to present to you the first thing, that first element that would rattle your spirituality. In verse 1, I would like to say that in verse 1, now, the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times, referring to the time of the Lord Jesus Christ, yung gana di jimpo ang panagumay na, yung tatikat kasawan. Hanalang ibagbaga di at subig ang panagumay na. It is pointing to the coming of the Lord Jesus Christ, yung gana di jimpo ang subig na thereafter. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times, some, not all, some, shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of the devil. May I tell you that this is the first element that is rattling. That is the first na makita tayo in verse 1. The alarming numbers of apostates added in the church. One of the things that is rattling the generation of Christianity today is the alarming numbers of apostasy added in the church today. The Bible said, the Spirit, Espiritu Santo, ibagana ka na tayo that there will come a generation, a time where these Christians, these people of the Lord would experience departure from the faith. These people would go away from the truth of the Lord. There will come a time, a generation of young people in which they are blessed by freedom, and yet they will betray the truth of God. The Bible said they will be seduced. They will be attracted. They will be trapped by the devils and by the demons. They will be trapped by the doctrines of the devils. And the Bible said these people are called apostates. The Bible usually hamin unay nga magmagad dito, backslide ti magmagad tayo. Will backslide are those Christians who were so discouraged in this situation tibiyada, and they tried. They said, I quit. I stopped for a while. And later on, in their disappointments, they were so frustrated, so they quit. So we call these people backsliders. But the worst is, adali ko na tayo ng apostates. These are people who say, Christian, they believe one time the Lord Jesus Christ, but later on, they stop moving in the faith. They believe nagdagdulog na isa ba nila susuro. They have betrayed from the gospel of Christ. They have betrayed from the doctrine of the Lord Jesus Christ, and they have believed the doctrine and the teaching, the false teachings of the devils, apostates. Well, these are people who said, I received the Lord Jesus Christ, but later on, ibagadan ay hanggang nga ni Kristo ti mangisalakan. These are the people who were one time with us, being with us in the gathering of fellowship, but later on, hadamutan nga patsin, isusuro tayo. Ngayon mo, nga ibaga dapat mas ustugayan na ito eh. Nagno kita ang tisusuro nga iyan na nata, false gospel tisusuro na. The gospel of salvation, the gospel of good works, the gospel of good works, the gospel of church, the gospel of the law. Isuki may susuro nga kung nadang mangisalatan, haanan nga ni Kristo. And yet kung nadang nagkristyano kami, dahil titagpay may sutata. They have forsaken the gospel of Christ. And kung ano yan, this is an alarming situation at the time. Because we are in a situation where we could see a lot of young people being added in the church, professing and calling themselves to be Christian, but in their lives, haan mo nga makita. Dagiti nga apostate sometimes kat hanuman nga madlaw isuda by doctrines. But you could see it in their lives. These people are being in us, being gathered with us. But the problem, kat haan mo nga makita ti ebidensya nga naisalakan na. Yet they claim to be Christians. Apostates, di ko natin dyan. And it is a tragedy that is happening at problema. Apay namang mangyari, di kakapsat tayo, apay namang tanaw, gangs na tayo fellowship. We are having a problem. Ano mo tanong mga iti ko, ipapati tayo kay kanisuna, hopeful gangs na tayo fellowship. Maybe the problem, kataan na Kristiyano. Maybe the problem, maybe consider tayo, nga iti problema, kataan na na isalakan. Well, I am in a place, no, if you don't say, everybody called themselves to be Christians because there was one time, sinusuruan mi na kita, iti BBS. When we go to them, they would even tell, yes, nakay ti teacher mi. Nung lukitaan sudah ti biyagan at tahano makita ti biyagan. We beg them, why kagatan iti church? But they don't like, yet they profess, di ba rin pastor ta? Di ubing kami sinusuruan na kami. And tata, I am brutally being frank with them and I'm telling them, I think the profession mo di bagbagang may nawat mo ni Kristo Jesus idi, haan na pudpudlo na inawat mo ni Kristo Jesus. Imposible nga kung na may inawat mo ni Kristo Jesus kung manong at hawan nga haka nga tatindar ti church, awan man lang ti mariknam nga bahin mo nga haka ang sagsagana ti panagumay ni Apo, awan man lang ti makita nga ebidensya ti conversion nga iti biyag ti Diyos kanya nga harong marikna ti panagsakit ti Santo Espiritu ti biyag mo. Kasi imposible ni Jay nga kung na makrisano ba haka nga krisano. That's why I bring them back again to the gospel. Sometimes there was one time, kung nadi may salat, ako kung the gospel, imbagang betang kanya-kanya nga ngalod ti gospel. Ti gospel, pastor, isuleta di gospel di Trinity. Isuleta ni God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, kat equal na nga to. Haan nga di gospel. I think you never understood the gospel. You claim to be a Christian, but I think you are not really a Christian. For a real Christian understood what the gospel is and he surrenders his life to the gospel of Christ. Ti Diablo ang unang tukay ti gospel, naghangad pa ito ay ti demonyo ti Ebanghelyo. Well, could you remember ni Simon the Sorcerer? Nag-Bible study pa yun, nakiatindan pa, nagpabautisar pa yun, Samaria, and yet he was not saved. He was there as a member of Samaria. And gana later on, namuanda ni hanggang mapulpuno mo na sa lahat. How about Judas? Do you remember a situation where may isang abalasan na maluluganan ni Tidimon, patagpukaw ang pananagat, dahil kadipan ni Apolos, ni Pablo, katikas kasabada ni Jesus na isula ang timang isalakan. Look at that, even the devil is preaching there. Madamang kasabada na Apostol Pablo, ada tagpukpakaw di isang manan, di ba isang nalaluganan ni Tidimon yung babae, ng balasan. He was inviting the people, may kayo, tag-Bible study tayo. Ang aso ni Asher ni Simba. But that Asher is possessed with demons. The Apostle Pablo, he doesn't like to compromise with the devil. Well, we are in a generation where a lot of young people and members of the church are, they are not really Christians. Christianity is deteriorating tata, and naglaka lang ang iba ng Christianity because ano na biti Christian, wala na lang Christian, nakakadi ka pupulo ng Christian. Dahil iti problema, di ko natin ang sinner's prayer. Dahil tinakal na problema di sinner's prayer na iso in-implement ni Charles Finney. Ni Charles Finney tinampasikat na ito inganat yung punibili kaya. Awatan ni Jesus Christ manubot kung may salakan mo. Yes, nawat mo, Brother Jared. Well, Pastor, nawat ko na ito nakakaroon. Dear brother, may salakan. Well, there was a time, in the time of the time of Spurgeon, the time of the great preachers, when they would preach the gospel and when the people would accept Jesus Christ in their life, kung na naging preacher, okay, nupud-pud na ito ang faith mo ako nang mainawat mo, you examine it if it is willing. You prove the evidence of conversion, you prove the evidence of the Spirit in you, you prove the evidence of God's life in your life. Katluhan mo makita diya, kung nang may profess mo inawat mo ni Christ Jesus, haan ka nga ni salakan! At naglakaan, di pa rin bagatay, panag-share the gospel. Nagiti karubat to, if we have shared the gospel, sagsagay sana, sinurot na ti kararag, ay nanaway! And yet they claim, sinurot na ti kararag eh! dati kurang tayo. Di kurang tayo. We fail to help them examine themselves in the Word. Examine mo, pud-pud mo, ada ibig mo siya. Ada di ako istibyan. My brothers, this is the problem dito. Some shall depart from the faith. Some, hana lang ang iti-itirigan na, dahil ito imaday na ti faith, but adaday na ti church. That is a great problem. Secondly, another problem that is ruffling our generation today is this. Makita tayo dito yung verse 2. Speaking lies in hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron. I would like to say that in the second point. The second element that is ruffling the generations of Christians today is this. Insensitivity of Christians' conscience today. Now in verse 2, speaking lies in hypocrisy. They are filled with lies. Even the Christians, as pwede mang mangyari yun ng church, kaya Jesus, na po na ni Pablo kaniti, having their conscience seared, ito ko na lang seared with a hot iron, na dumada na naging criminal, siniton na sila. Just to be given a mark, na sulat at criminal, na dumada portion ni Kirupa na, isadol ka, then ti mangyari di ay, later on, habang buhay bayad, dinasilid nga di ay, agbalin nga piglat. At di piglat nga di awanan tirik na namatay di nerves. Haan nga makarik na. The point here is this. One problem in the generation na nasasamuan ni Timothy is this. Christians dito, nagiti Christianity to it, but natay di konsensya. The problem here is, awanan ti babayin na. Handa lang ibaluy. Tatalaga nga ko na pa iti Biblia, natay ti babayin na. They could not even feel the shame. Handa magbay tararami dandag adayon dati sangwanan iti Apo, uray no adayon dati sangwanan iti Apo, uray no mamadlaw nga adayon da nga han nga masusara iti Apo iti biyaga. Okay lang kanya na. It seems acceptable kanya na nga kasya na, and they're even proud of it. Handa ka marikman yung panagtrabaho, iti handa nga akseptado, handa nga sensitibo si panagsamit ti Santo Espiritu. We are in a generation what it seems nagiti young people at hasta ang kailangan basa. Haan nga mapalimigay! No, kailangan hangagatan ni church. God is understanding. Nagaduti alibay na di sangwanan ni Apo ay sabi di sangwanan ni Diyos. Hanga pumasok tayo ng alibay. Ano iti alibay tayo di sikilan, ano iti alibay tayo natin agatan, nga natutusan, kat hando, ano, antay lang, ano, hando, pamot lang, kat hamumot lang maraming. I tell you, it is a man ni Apo, dahil iti ko na tisaw ti Apo. It is happening tata, and the konsensya ti Kristiyano tatanot, nagtatang na unay nga konsensya ti Santo Espiritu. They could not even feel the crying and the grieving of the Spirit. Iti biyanda ako na tisaw ti Apo. Do not grieve the Spirit of God. That word grieve is just like an expression na iti may sa nangatayan. When we sing before the Lord, the Spirit of God grieves. Especially when we rebel, when we harden our conscience. We think, katawa lang iti jablo, it's okay, I understand. I tell you to someone ang tigil, sana hamahanga ka mapalimbit niya. It breaks the heart of the Spirit. It leads him to grief. We are in a generation where nobody could even stand for it. A generation where they could not even stand for the truth of God. Kung natin sa Apo, you guard your heart. Young people, protektaran niya. Okay? Protektaran niya. Thirdly is this. Kita niya verse 3, forbidding to marry and commanding to abstain from meats which God had created to be received with thanksgiving of them which believe and know the truth. For every creature of God is good and nothing to be refused if it is received with thanksgiving, for it is sanctified by the word of God and prayer. Let me tell you the third. The unfiltered the unfiltered spirituality and syncretism of Christians in the faith. The unfiltered spirituality and syncretism of Christians. Very important yung mga filters. Mga kita, uray na kita laklako iti Pastor Santos. Nangina di filter. Nangina di, it is very important ang mapakain na di bacteria. Very important din. Stak mo mailapon, stak mo matli, nga apang agala tidak ng check-up, pumasad niya na, masapo din yan. Masapo, nalinis di filter. Sukatan mo, ano talaga naman. Well, the same thing, isang mga nagiging ako, there is a problem in the lives of Christians. Here, people would say, hanggang mabaling gasawa, malilikas rin nga karne, kabawal, asitism na ito, nga doktrina hindi Chipuda. Hati mamamangan! Well, some people would say, hanggang mamamangan, they are so spiritual, just like the monks and the Buddhists. When they work hard, they would punish the body. They feel as if they are so spiritual. Oh, that's my problem before when I was there at the Bible study. I read about the books. Oh, and bang, basa the books. I punish my body for the Lord. And malpas di jay kita mas spiritual at nung nagitigan ng mga estudyante. Some people would even use service for the Lord to think as if they are so spiritual. They are so willing to give everything. But in the purpose is to show off ikita tao who they are, that they think they are so spiritual in their life. Kung natin sawa na niya po, that is only a show off! Tirigan pa dito, may isang on the other side of the coin is the syncretism. This is the teaching where mabalin na namin, basta kakatsan tayo niya po Diyos, okay, mabalin namin, duming-duming, mabalin namin. That's problem na makita tayo tata. As kung may pangat ni Diyos, mabalin namin. Well, kung niya po Diyos, we are in a generation where nakapsut iti mata iti Kristiyano tata. They have a problem in their sight. A lot of Christians today are colorblind. Handa mo mangilasin Diyos itong color. Itandamati ka sa silkong magkapsat. Kaya bagi di C7C1 kat ako mo ni brown di mata na pintas mo di mata mo na kanya I appreciate di mata na pintas di mata na brown ko na ako na pintas lang gata na manus ko color blind na ay kasay ako makita ko ma-distinguish mo na di kulay ay ko na appreciate mo di kulay kun nature tam Dios na hang medyo grayish di kulana hanga pa di color na makita na talaga. And we are in a situation where Christians are colorblind. There seems a problem, handa mo timang sagat. Handa nga mo timang filter, ti nasagat. Kan filter, na iti gusto, iti panagbenta. We are in a generation where young people seems kas na dalang sponge. Kaya isa mo ni sponge niya, subsubod na lang kananin dyan, ano? Awan, iti parang filter na. Hanggang mabalin niya. Masapo nga na sharp tayo discernment. Masapo, napakod tayo, di parang ilasin tayo.